The
We were talking
pre-sequel.
about Men in Black
A
before
person
we
is
started
smart.
recording.
People are stupid.
Exactly, yeah. I was saying, I still quote that all the time. It's a very profound statement filled with profundity, which I also just like saying profundity. Isn't
Is
that a great word?
profundity a word?
Yeah, it's a word. It's a great word.
It's one of those words that you could fool me into thinking it wasn't a word.
It just feels good to say, profundity.
There's something to be said about Tommy Lee Jones' sort of stoic fatherly character in Men in Black 1. I think he was portrayed in a very good way. Oh, I lived it! I died again!
To your point, actually, I'd say that there's something about Mary.
Yeah, it seems to
You
drive
thought
a lot
I was
of
gonna do it, you thought I was gonna, but I didn't.
drives a lot of men to be con men for some reason.
Oh, I don't think you can live. I don't think you can live.
I don't think you live.
I did
Yes,
it.
you can!
I did it before.
He did it!
I don't
You
know
just gotta
how
believe on
how
the screen
he
already.
does it.
I don't
You
wanna
gotta believe.
honestly. I choose not to believe.
That's why you didn't. Okay, well.
I
this
want
is-
to believe.
this
You guys like
is gonna be tough.
fucking. You guys like fucking?
Yeah, it's actually great.
This is gonna get from.
Do it. Are we refreshed on our Ultimate Chicken Horse videos?
No, I was gonna say, do you guys like fucking?
Rob.
Robert.
I think what he meant to say is, do you guys like fucking?
That's the rare double Rob back. Like,
I hope it finishes up with something so innocuous. It'll be like, guys like fucking the 2010 movie Red starring Bruce Willis.
That's a pretty bad movie, right?
It's okay.
I have no idea what I was gonna say, to be honest.
Okay,
with you. I
let's
lost
move
it.
on.
It's gone.
So there's an anecdote of Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey interacting on the set of Batman Forever.
Okay.
It's like at the height of Jim Carrey's like, you know, I'm a zany guy who's making like $20 million a movie for just having an elastic face, sort of period. And Tommy Lee Jones apparently, this is from a quote from Jim Carrey, like pulls him aside and is like, I don't respect you, and I cannot stand for your clownish behavior. But like, I just
Yeah,
wanted.
I heard that too.
Yeah,
That's so good.
The gist of the story is basically Tommy Lee Jones is so, I guess, old school that he can't even like put on a facade to be nice to Jim Carrey. He has to, even though they're working together, he has to go over and be like, I really do not like you.
I just want you to know, I'm not faking. I don't like you.
Yeah.
That is an interesting
hard to
anecdote
read.
about
This
how
level.
Tommy Lee Jones.
I think by
apparently is
now,
a-
though, they'd probably have gotten along after the, he kind of got over his rubber face period. Jim Carrey, I mean.
You know, is one of those people that we just pretend to not know about his causes outside of film.
Yes.
Right? Like, isn't he
I
kind of
mean,
What do you mean by that?
he is anti-vaccination.
anti-vaccination?
He is?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he is Canadian, so
Wow!
you have to separate the artist and
Fuck.
the
Right.
person. You know, like I like Tom Cruise movies.
Yeah.
I don't like Tom Cruise. You know,
I think that's fair.
and that's
You're
okay.
That's the right way to go about it. I just didn't know that.
I mean, once
Yeah,
you
no,
start like policing people for all of their attitudes and then being like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch that," the star of that movie believes something I don't. I think you're going down a dangerous path.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jim Carrey, like, he's like the anti-Adam Sandler, right? Like, he's got a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff.
He's
He
been
does
all
have a
over
lot
the
of
map.
He has largely, except for some outliers, I think, charted better in his late career than his early career. If you
Yeah,
ignore
that's
the
true.
number 23 and
Yeah, that was really bad.
probably also Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
You
I
gues
guess
like,
that's at
you
the
like
time.
I
Yes
don't like
Man?
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass 2!
Oh, yeah, right. He was in that one, not the first one, huh?
Do you guys like Yes Man?
No.
Yes.
No, that's
man.
very bad.
I don't think it's very bad.
No, that's Bruce Almighty levels of bad.
Yo,
I
Bruce
guess I
Almighty
can
is
go-
not that bad.
Yeah.
Evan
Well, that's-
Almighty is really bad.
Well, that's the level that I'm talking about. Bruce Almighty levels of bad. I didn't say that it was like the worst.
Oh,
ever.
see,
It's
oh
not-
yeah, that's like
it's not Space
Schindler's.
Jam.
That's Schindler's List levels of bad, which is to say, not really bad at all. In fact, it's a masterpiece.
Oh, no. I still think Bruce Almighty is bad. I'm just saying that it's not
I
like
disagree.
Bruce
it's
Almighty
not-
is borderline, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've
And,
found
you
something
know-
to like in pretty much every Jim Carrey movie.
Is it Jim Carrey?
It might be.
Do you guys like Stranger Than Fiction?
Yes.
for some
like that.
reason
Oh,
that
yeah.
is blowing my mind. I don't
That's,
know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
I had the
Will
same
Ferrell.
reaction. I had to think about it.
Oh!
The DVD cover is like an apple, right? It's like
Yeah,
Isn't it
Fiona Apple.
Will Ferrell holding a briefcase while standing in the middle of a road?
there's an apple, something to do with an apple in that.
Yeah, well,
It's-
because the apple, like, he's gonna... Well, this is a spoiler. But he's gonna get hit by a smooth criminal. Wait, actually, isn't that the end that I was about to spoil?
Stranger Than
You're-
Fiction DVD cover. I see
It's-
Will
it's-
Ferrell holding a jacket looking at the New York skyline.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What the hell am I thinking of then with the
Don't
apple?
Honestly, that movie's
I think
okay.
you're thinking about like
Look, check the DVD, check the disc. See if the disc has an apple on it.
Fuck.
It's fine.
Stranger Than Fiction DVD disc. It's Will Ferrell.
Oh,
This
fuck.
is the Swedish cover. The DVD is a green apple.
Yes!
So, Sweden. You
Yes!
watch the Swedish version.
No, this is the English one. The DVD is like a bright green apple.
Oh.
I knew there was an apple.
Well, the
I
apple
will give you
is, like,
$100
sort
if
of
you beat this level. I'm 100% serious.
Here we go.
the apple's kind of the Chekhov's gun in that.
You know what's on the DVD of Spanglish?
Adam Sandler being shitty
Is
at
it
everything.
tostada?
It's a melty sandwich.
Yeah, that makes sense. A croque monsieur, if you will.
You know, we talk a lot of shit about Adam Sandler, but, like, you know, the world has spoken. They think Adam Sandler's funny.
No.
They
No.
A
No.
subset of the world has spoken.
I mean,
I'm more in the for than against
it's
side.
not,
if
it's
you can
not really a subset
Yeah.
when he made the most popular movie on Netflix.
No, it's the most popular Netflix original movie.
That's still.
I'm not
like,
for his last like shitfest movie,
Oh,
but like
fuck.
the majority of his career I found pretty funny.
The majority,
Yeah, I'm like
though?
totally okay with that.
I don't know about the majority.
Because, like, the midpoint of his career is, like, 50 First Dates.
Yeah.
So,
I like that movie.
from 92 to 2004, you're going, like, Billy Madison, 50 First Dates.
I'm gonna say I liked his first two films, and then it's all downhill from there.
what was the Mr. Deeds? That was okay.
How many total films do you think we're talking about for Adam Sandler?
Probably, like, 60 or 70 films.
Yeah, he's like
Okay.
a 1950s film director.
He is
That's
a
how many movies he's
workhorse.
been in.
I'll give
Yeah,
him that.
like
If he's got 60 films, I'm gonna give him 20 of those I liked.
Name 10 of them.
All right, Little Nicky, Waterboy, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore,
Mr. Deeds.
Mr.
Yeah, but-
okay, sure.
I think
That's
if
the
you're
question.
giving, like, a 50-50 split to Mr. Deeds, you're in trouble, man.
yeah.
All right,
That's
so I
true.
went maybe a little hard on saying 20. Maybe I meant to say 10.
Jesus.
Eight
Click.
Crazy Nights, Click. You can't win, can you?
I did kind of like Click, even though I thought it was
It's-
ridiculous.
It's a fine movie. I honestly, it's a movie where you say click, and then half of chat is like, that movie's fucking awful, and the other half's like, it's kind of okay. Actually.
It's
You're
just-
allowed to live in the gray area, right?
With that-
Like, you
no,
can
but
not
see,
like
the-
something and like parts of it.
Well, I'm not gonna lay in the cut anymore. Firstly,
Yeah, I know you're
but,
not.
But secondarily, the thing about Click is that like it didn't know what it wanted to be, or it did know what it wanted to be, and that almost makes it worse. In that, like, it was a over-the-top comedy, yet also tried to be a tearjerker.
It's
and
a
it
legit
was just-
tearjerker.
No. But the thing is, like, it was a very manufactured tear jerking. Like, I feel like I was jerked
I
off
disagree.
by a cheap hooker.
It went
Whereas-
really dramatized at the end.
Yeah, like it went like way too hard in the paint only at the end.
But how does it relate to the cut?
Well, firstly, I just want to let it be known I'm not going to lay in there.
Okay,
anymore.
yes. The record
can't
has
stop.
The record has shown.
I'd give it a 4
Ah.
nuggets.
4 Norbits out of 5.
I'm not gonna go out on any limbs and say Click is like a great movie. You know, I might not even call it like a good movie. Like I give it average overall at best, but I think there is some legitimately emotional moments in that movie that aren't cheating moments.
Hold
I
up.
just think
Is
if you-
Austin
you can
talking
have-
about movies as well?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I've seen. This is the thing about movies. I've seen way more recent movies proportionally than I have like older movies. any movie from the 90s, it's unlikely I've seen it.
Technically, every movie is older because they're all
I mean,
in the past.
You know what? 90s is kind of old now, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's like 30 years old.
We're getting there.
That's crazy.
we
I
are
still
gonna
consider
die
the 90s
very
like,
soon.
yeah, the 90s was, my childhood. That's like fucking 30 years ago.
It's getting down there, yeah. There's no doubt.
It's not good.
I feel kind of lucky I got to grow up in the 90s.
But why?
Yeah, the 90s were pretty good.
There was just like a lot of happy shit going on. Everybody was kind of in their own little world, and we didn't
the
quite
Gulf
have the
War.
pervasiveness. Oh, okay, you got to talk about the Gulf War. Thanks, Rob.
Could it be, on the other hand, just because you were under the age of 12?
Maybe I was selectively sheltered
Wow,
based
yeah,
on
I
that,
get
but
it.
it also we didn't have the pervasiveness of the internet. We didn't have all kinds of poisonous media coming out every left, right, and center. We had a fantastic setup of video games growing up, which is
True.
for me something that I'm still pretty happy with. The SNES era is still one of the best.
I mean, that was sort of the golden age of video games, right? Like in the 90s.
I think that's like a little, like, not rose tinted, but like a little insulting to the fact, like, we have so many more games right now.
True,
we did
but
not
like-
have
but like,
nearly as many games.
in the
back then,
90s, all of the things that we know from video games today,
Yeah, genre foundationals happened in the 90s. You don't get to ever
Yeah.
have that again.
Oh,
What about Rogue?
well,
I don't
Well, so-
know when Rogue came out.
If you-
actually.
1982?
yeah.
if you watch like any of the old like angry video game nerd videos, you realize that there were plenty of shitty games.
No, I'm not saying
yeah!
there weren't shitty games. I'm just
yeah.
saying there was a very large amount of great ones too.
But
Yeah,
could it
and-
be
and-
because you were under the age of 12?
To a large
Yeah,
degree, yes,
maybe.
but they are like genre foundational games in that era that games still reference today and use.
Well, it was a defining time in games, so
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't think Ryan's even necessarily wrong either. I'm not really arguing against him. It may just be my own personal bias that I can't escape from.
Like,
I
okay,
just feel like you
like
would never
Battleship
be...
Potemkin is not the greatest.
Okay.
no. Okay, but
Okay.
hear me out here. Battleship Potemkin is not the greatest movie ever made. It's actually mostly pretty boring, but it was an important film. And growing up in that era must have been pretty cool too. You see a new medium kind of come into its own.
Yeah.
fuck.
I feel very lucky to have had the ability to grow up with video games for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, Battleship Potemkin's no Interstellar, but I mean, it's
What is, right?
yeah. You see the trailer for Dunkirk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Dunkirk. That's like Dishonored, right?
What's his name? What's the director's
Christopher
name?
Nolan.
Chris
Nolan. That's
yeah.
it. That's
It's
the
Chris
one.
Nolan's new
Chris
film.
Nolan.
That's what he does in that song, right? He's like, Chris, no. Well, he doesn't say Chris
What?
Nolan.
What does he do? No.
He's like,
Where am I?
keep rolling.
I knew it'd work,
rolling.
dude. I knew it'd work.
It was obscured by the windmill.
Rolling. What?
Yeah,
Rolling. Yeah. Rolling. Come on.
You guys ever see Cradle to the Grave?
No.
Really? You never saw that?
Really?
Is it too late
No,
to?
I mean, I'm just surprised. It's an action film from the early 2000s. Very bad.
Yes.
They used the number 2 for 2, right?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that's how I
It
knew
might
this
have
shit.
also been Doug.
No.
I'm not sure.
No, it was the. I'm pretty sure it was the.
It was The Grave?
Is it-
Okay.
Jet Li, Steven Seagal, or wait, that's DMX,
No.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah. No, DMX, Jet Li, I believe.
Do you mind if I gently?
Mind if I Jet Li?
I do mind, Austin. I do.
Yeah, pretty
Did
much.
you guys, little known, like, honestly surprising fact that you wouldn't expect,
Okay.
our family would go to the movies nearly every Sunday.
That's cool.
Really?
My mom and I went bowling nearly every Sunday for a while.
Cradle to the
Oh.
Grave. DMX, Jet Li,
Yeah.
Anthony Anderson, Kelly Hu, and Tom Arnold. That's a classic.
That was back when you thought Anthony Anderson's career was going places.
Anthony
Anthony Anderson
Cooper.
is on Blackish, one of the top sitcoms on television right now, Robert.
Oh, is he really? Good for him. I like
Look at that
Anthony
Murph.
Anderson a lot. He had like a great breakout period, and then it was
Mr.
all
Anderson.
kind of downhill. But if he's on a great TV show, then good for him.
I'm gonna try to guess who Anthony Anderson is.
Okay.
Is he the guy?
He was in Kangaroo Jack.
Yes, I was gonna say he was in a scary movie, one of the scary movies.
That seems
He has white
absolutely
hair.
correct.
Well put
Yes.
together. He's on CNN all the time.
He's in like one of the only funny parts of that movie where he's like, "How do you wake up dead?" That part.
Oh, he and Kevin Hart argue in
Yes.
those films.
Broken broom sticking out your forehead.
Kevin Hart's in Kangaroo Jack?
No, this
No,
is
we're
in
talking about Scary Movie.
Probably Scary Movie
Oh.
3.
No,
I
the
think.
stamming.
I think this was that joke is. There's one in Scary Movie 3 and in Scary Movie 4.
Man, those movies probably do not hold up at all.
No,
Even Scary
they don't.
People who are like, Scary Movie 1 and 2 are pretty good. Nah. All you give me like the Scary Movie franchise and how you feel about it, and I will give you when you turn 14 years old. And I was 13 or 12 when Scary Movie 1 came out, so I own Scary Movie 1 and 2 on DVD, and I would have stood by those movies in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I enjoyed 3 and kind of 4. So.
I like 3.
You know,
I was up to 3.
I saw 3 in theaters, and I was like, that's pretty okay. But
You know
then
who's
4,
like-
I was like, I'm done.
Am I crazy to say that I actually think it's a goddamn travesty that Anna Faris is remembered for Scary Movie and, you know, not really much else? Because I think she's hilarious.
I mean, she's still doing stuff.
She is. She's been in like some romantic comedies and stuff, but
I got greedy.
Oh,
Would you rather watch Scary Movie 1 or American Pie 1?
American Pie 1, without a
I've never
doubt.
seen American Pie 1, so that one.
it's good.
Yeah, I would also rather watch American Pie 1.
I don't really like it though.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of American Pie.
It's a would you rather. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
And
not
I
do that.
love all
something
the
about
scary
each other.
movies. Scary Movie 1 is the closest one to being good.
Is it though? Because like that probably still had a lot of like, you know, topical referential
It was
humor.
topical to Scream at the time.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
yeah,
exactly,
but Scary Movie 2, you know, Anna Faris
That was the
hands
finger one?
the older brother from Malcolm in the Middle a book, and it's called like Harry Pothead and the Philosopher's Stoned or something like that. And you're like,
Oh!
you're like, the writers for this movie are 45 years old. Come on. Like, give me something better. And it's the ultimate franchise for like, okay, well, don't be a snob. Just like leave your brain at the door. And like, if you like them, that's fine. But like, I don't think they're at all good. Oh my god.
No, they're bad. They're definitely bad.
Are they
I'm
like
probably
they're
the one
bad and
here
you
to
should
most
feel bad?
likely like bad movies, I think.
Well, I mean, I like bad movies from time to time. I
No, but,
consider
like-
myself a film aficionado.
But like
Yet,
bad movies.
I still like bad movies.
I love the MST3K, man. I get down
That's not
shitty
bad.
sci-fi.
Yeah, but that's different.
That's not
Okay.
bad. That's good.
I'm trying to think of a bad movie that I like.
Well, I mean, I
Kung Pao.
appreciate that they're bad. I
No,
have
Kung
fun
Pao
with
is
them.
amazing, and I will not take your lies. and say it.
Kung Pao is a bad film.
It's actually
love
like
it.
really bad.
It's an
it's-
intentional parody bad film. I thought that was known.
Yes, it's
Well-
known, but it does not succeed in my opinion at its endeavor.
Yes.
There's a difference between a movie that's so bad it's good and a movie that's trying to be so bad it's good.
Yeah,
I
like you
might
cross the
not appreciate
Sharknado
this.
threshold where it's like,
Yeah,
you know, you're too self-aware for this to
exactly.
work.
And that's what was great about Borat. It just rode the line just right.
Yeah.
My God, he's done it. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre are at the door.
Did you make that up?
Yeah, did you do that?
I
That's
really
good.
like new freestyle rap meme.
Because you don't need to do any.
Well, it's
Yeah.
it's free consciousness flow, right? Or
Stream
Yeah.
of consciousness.
stream
I
stream of
love
flow.
when you
Rap.
call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you're a
Hey,
true
whoa,
player.
did you make that up?
Yeah, I did.
My
Why does
music
Nick have a
hits me
name?
so hard, it makes me say, oh my lord.
Oh my God.
Nick doesn't have a name.
Doesn't say oh my God.
Yeah, I'm a horse.
Say,
That's why I have
oh
no
my
name.
lord, thank you for blessing me with the rhymes that Simon the something she. Oh, Murph.
Big up, big up. It's a stick up, stick up.
Hey, you
and
guys
I'm
want to talk
shooting.
about
That's
Men in
actually-
Black?
It's a good
Yeah,
movie.
sure.
Probably Barry Sonnenfeld's best film.
I would say you are correct.
The intro is so good.
You're talking about the where he's chasing the alien.
Dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun
I
dun
see.
dun.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
with
what I
the
mean.
fly or the mosquito going.
It's like,
for the-
are we in a cornfield? What's up with this Tim Burton typeface?
Yeah, yeah.
What's going down?
Yeah.
I don't even know what this movie's about.
What
It
are
says
their
something about
parents-
Men in Black.
Barry Sonnenfeld also did like one of the shitty Batman movies, and
Did he?
I think so. Yeah, I think
Which
he
one?
did one of the shitty ones.
I'm
I
amazed
don't
by
know.
your like encyclopedic knowledge of directors and actors. I can't.
Well, I'll tell you
even-
what, I could be talking about ass on that one.
Yeah,
but-
it's Joel Schumacher did the bad Batman.
well,
Whoa!
well,
Oh,
yeah. But there was another director though on because there was Tim Burton, Joel Schumacher, and then I think there was another one who did Batman and Robin.
I think that's still Joel Schumacher.
It might
Okay,
be.
random question, but are we positive or negative on Batman Forever?
Pretty negative.
Highly negative. Yeah, like,
Highly negative.
yeah, maybe one of the worst films ever made.
Is that
No.
Wow.
Batman and Robin is really, really bad.
I had to believe Batman and Robin was worse than Forever.
I would say that is the worst movie ever made, but Batman Forever is just like
Movie
just
in general.
Yeah, no,
It's
of all
doable.
time. Yeah. Really, you guys don't think Batman Forever is one of the worst movies ever made?
No.
Batman's like bad.
What?
Well, I saw it when I was a kid, so granted, nostalgia goggles. But I thought it was pretty silly, while also being Batman-ish.
You got
Also-
this cool man who wants to be cool, and he's in a fucking bat suit, and it looks so dumb.
Okay,
There are
now
some-
you're taking issue.
No, I
wrong
mean,
parts.
there are some
The wrong
points where I
parts.
think that like Austin's right. Like whenever I watch like Superman and he puts on the Superman suit and he's wearing a cape and everything, I'm like, why don't you just not? Why don't you just fly around in like some normal clothes? Oh,
Well, that's
secret
the
identity.
outfit he came in. That's his baby outfit.
Yeah, so what?
You don't dress like you did when you were a baby. Just, that's the logic, clearly.
I'm saying Marvel, they won the superheroes are cool battle. I think pretty hard.
I will not disagree with you there, but I will say that Batman is the best superhero, hands down, no doubt. Audi 5000.
I mean,
he
I'll
doubled
give you
the
that
power,
Batman's one of the better. Like at least he's not Superman kind of thing, but like
Yeah.
I can't get down with Batman. Man.
Superman's got to be one of the worst.
How can you not get down with Batman though?
I just like Dark Knight, amazing movie, but that's because of the Joker, not Batman.
Well, come. I mean,
The
maybe
Joker
not
and the
because of
Batman are intertwined,
No.
Austin.
Exactly. Yes. The Joker wouldn't be an interesting villain if it weren't for Batman.
I
And The
don't
Dark
think
Knight
that's
wouldn't
true.
be a good movie if
It's-
it wasn't
no,
for Heath
it's-
Ledger.
It's 100% true. It's the same reason that Moriarty's not a good villain without Sherlock Holmes.
I mean, I think they could be a good villain without the other. Like, what if the Joker was fighting like Captain America? That'd still be pretty sick.
Not really.
It would be flat because the whole thing is based on their intellectual interplay. There's
I
this
also-
sort of respect from one to the other, right?
Oh, you're saying the Joker wouldn't respect Captain America?
No,
mean,
because he
I'll-
wouldn't be on his level.
I'll
Captain
tell you what,
America's
like-
not on the Batman's level, or Batman's
no, on
above
Joker's
Captain
level.
America.
Joker's smarter
Right.
than Captain America.
Oh, come
Think about
on.
what you're doing.
Rob, do you agree or disagree?
You know what I will say is, out of all the heroes you could have picked to hypothetically go up against the Joker, I actually do think Captain America would be a good shot because,
Really?
well, here's why. The thing that defines Batman, besides his extreme
Holy
intellect and super badass gadgets, and stuff,
Extreme intellect.
he does have extreme intellect. He's the world's greatest detective. He's basically Sherlock Holmes, but he punches people in a bat suit. Anyway, is that he has a very strict code of morals and ethics.
That's
You
the
know?
problem. That I have a problem with this because he's
Why?
like, oh, Batman don't kill people. He just maims the fuck out of everyone, and possibly.
Hey, that's you didn't let me say the next part. I was gonna say, admittedly, it's his truth, his ethics. It's not necessarily universal, and that's part of like good Batman writers will write that story where it's like, okay, you have this really strong moral code, but are you right? Are you saying you're absolutely right 100% of the time? Yeah.
Flat character attributes of them. Batman is the most ordered, and Joker is the most
Yes.
what's the word there?
Anarchic.
He's the anarchic
Antarctic,
version.
yes.
Antarctic, yeah.
So the two of them, since they both have a passing respect for each other, even if they're enemies ultimately, they're both toying with the idea that they're not right, which creates an interesting
Yes.
dynamic.
Yeah, but like
Yes.
actually, in all the Batman movies by Christopher Nolan, except Batman Begins, Batman is the least interesting part. Okay.
I mean,
Here we go. Let's go, guys.
I'll give you that.
That might be true, actually.
But that's like not. That's. It's.
I gotta think about it for a
It's
bit, but it
not
might
the
be true.
fault
The
of
thing about the
character.
Joker is that, like, I tried to watch a lot of, like, the Batman cartoons and stuff on, like, Cartoon Network and, like, just some general Batman stuff, and the Joker was always, like a joke. Like, he was
Well,
lame.
they've never played him properly in cartoons.
Properly?
No, what are you guys talking? You guys are out of your fucking mind. Mark Hamill.
I'm talking about the
sorry.
Saturday morning cartoons, the little kid shows.
Yeah, Batman the Animated Series. Mark Hamill was the Joker in that.
I thought they played him off as like a lunatic that was just silly.
No, not at all. The
I guess
Joker
I don't
was-
remember that then.
Great,
Sorry.
great level, guys. Great level.
Great level.
Yeah, I know. This is a good one. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. This is
I
good
think there's a
stuff.
way around it, actually. I think I have it. Oh, I don't
I
have
mean,
time.
Mark. I mean, fucking. What's his face?
Mark
Heath Ledger-
Zuckerberg.
Heath Ledger is a great Joker.
James.
Mark Hamill is the
Oh,
Joker.
come on.
Oh, you have to wait a long time. All right.
That's because these jokers over here don't want to vote.
Don't call me a Joker.
Call me a Batman.
These Batmen don't want to vote.
Batman is a great character, and y'all are crazy.
I mean, I'm not like anti-Batman necessarily.
I don't think he's, like, bad. I just think he's just kind of boring and uninteresting.
He's a lot more interesting than
Oh.
Superman.
Yeah.
He is not boring. You're crazy. You're just incorrect.
I agree to disagree, I guess. It's a matter of opinion for the most part.
It is.
I just don't understand why all superheroes have to look stupid. What if you just had like a superhero and he's just like not wearing a unitard?
What's the best looking superhero outfit and the worst, in your opinion?
I mean, like at least Iron Man's makes sense. Like
I was gonna go straight
Yeah.
for Iron Man for my best.
like he's wearing the suit that he needs to
And then,
fulfill
like,
his powers.
who's the new guy from Age of Ultron? The thought guy.
A
What's
spear or Vision?
Vision.
his- Vision. That's dumb. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he looks stupider in the comics, if you'll believe that.
I always thought he was cool as hell when I was a kid, and then when I saw him in the movie, I was like, nope, he's real stupid. How did they do that?
Yeah.
But I guess I also thought Silver Surfer looked kind of cool when I was a kid.
Thor is kind of cool looking, but he's got a bunch of balls on his chest, like he's a Dalek. Like he doesn't in the movies, but like,
Thor's makes sense, but I don't like it.
yeah.
I think Iron Man's got the perfect mix of like functional and also it makes sense, and like the tube in
Fucking
his
mortar
chest
strike.
makes sense too.
Actually, it's Mortal Strike. Does 4 damage.
God damn.
4 damage unless it's below.
I'm trying to think like I would say Wolverine, but his actual outfit is maybe one of the stupidest.
Yeah. No.
Remember when he had those
Like,
little
in
arcs on his
modern
shoulders in the old Marvel, in the old X-Men?
Yeah, right. No, he's
Little
in
silly
the
arcs.
the yellow like fucking V hat thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's weird.
I had a mask of that for Halloween one year
Yeah, me too. There's pictures of me as a Wolverine. As
with the
a
claw.
Wolverine.
That's a- Whoa! I got
Yeah, we couldn't afford the actual Wolverine costume, so my mom just dressed me up as a Wolverine, just glued a bunch of fur to me.
Makes sense.
let you loose in the closest mall.
Give me candy!
Give me money.
You sounded like Batman
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, there you go. See, but that's what I mean, is that like people like that's the thing, is that like I think Chris Nolan's Batman movies are the best Batman movies by far, but they're the worst Batman. In a way. And it's not even Christian Bale's fault.
Oh.
Is it because he
Deceptively
talks in that
difficult level.
cartoonishly
deep voice?
Yes. That's exactly
That's like
why.
the largest contributing factor.
Or
You know
like
what
in
sucks
The
about
Dark
that?
Knight, where Morgan Freeman's like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. And then Batman's like, what if I just like had you work here for like another 10 minutes and you spied on absolutely everybody's personal electronics to help me find the Joker? And despite it completely being against Morgan Freeman's ethics, he's like, all right. But
You've made a very compelling argument.
just this once, Batman.
That kind of is a trap.
Well, but see, that's sort of what makes Batman an interesting character, because, you know, you think he's doing good, but he's also kind of like a dirty fascist as well.
In that particular instance, there was no compelling argument presented, and he just bowed, like just gave it to him.
Well, yeah, Lucius Fox didn't really have a great
Lucius!
role there. Yeah, but like, But I mean, in general, that's the best. Those are the best Batman stories when Batman has to kind of think about like, do the ends justify the means?
Well, I mean, when there's like a
Fucking
nuke, he's
hey.
got to fly out of New York City. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like superhero movies are all still like kind of cartoonishly written too. Like, it's been like
They're
a really
good now.
like I'd say like Batman or Dark Knight's probably the most like realistic, non-cartoonishly written one.
But to argue that they're cartoonishly written is to just sort of like pretend the source material doesn't exist, because that's the universe they want to be in.
Yeah. No.
If the goal is to transform Spider-Man into like an urban, edgy dude that is real, like no, they're not doing that at all.
Right, well, no,
Talk to
Spider-Man's-
DC.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You see the trailer for the new Spider-Man? It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, are they rebooting it again?
Yeah,
It's
but it's
Marvel this
Marvel
time,
doing
though.
it this time instead of Sony. So
There's
Is there a dog barking in a
There's
hallway?
a dog.
Extremely ornery dog.
Hallway dog.
The dog barks
Oh,
very
God.
loud.
Bork,
money.
bork, bork.
Bark, bark.
It's a bork dog, yeah.
I didn't say the story on the NLSS, but I was at Starbucks today. It was just me and a homeless dude in line. He was
Yeah.
behind me. He just waited until the barista like turned her back. He grabbed a bunch of change out of their tip jar and ran out of the store.
Fucked up.
That's hilarious.
It's like gettable, right? Like,
That's
I hate that you have to wait. I don't want to like drag out the fucking.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Revolution.
already 15 minutes and 40 seconds into the episode. Like,
That's a good point.
wouldn't want to artificially inflate the length.
Artificially inseminate the length.
Oh, I don't want to artificially inseminate anybody's legs.
Inseminate?
Inseminate. Yeah.
Inseminate?
That's when you put some-
Inseminate.
Man, we went really deep on that joke, like real quick. Like,
That one
through, like,
iterated
4
itself
different-
like a freaking game of life.
Yeah, that was amazing, honestly. Oh,
What? Where did that thing
holy-
come from? I don't want to make it seem like I'm anti-superhero movie, because like, I think I like The Dark Knight Rises more than most people, and I go see all the new Marvel films because am I really that interested in this? And then they get like 90 on Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm like, yeah, I'll go check it out. That seems good enough for me. There are some times where like my suspension of disbelief wears off, and I'm like, why is this man wearing a weird suit? Like Iron Man, I get. Iron Man's power is like his suit. Oh wow.
Well, but Captain America also makes sense.
Does it?
No, come
Why?
Yeah, it does, because he used to be like a propaganda figure, right?
Yeah.
You know, during World War II, and then now it's sort of a, you know, people look to Captain America for guidance and stuff, and he has to kind of retain his brand image basically, because people in that Marvel universe grew up, you know, learning about Captain America in World War II and stuff.
All right.
know?
That's a pretty
It's
valid
branding.
argument, I guess.
Yeah.
I said it mostly out of ignorance. I really don't like that character very much, so I don't know
What's
much
your
about
problem
it.
with Captain Marvel's Captain America?
It's just like, I don't, you know, the whole blind patriotism thing just like doesn't sit well.
What are you talking? Civil War? He goes against the wishes of the world's governments.
That's
Well,
true,
that's-
and he
that's
does
the ignorance speaking
it's
again,
a
I don't
lot
know.
better. It's a lot better in the comics too. I will say that.
Yo, you guys
Because-
are high as hell. Civil War is the best Marvel film.
Can we talk about
No, I'm not saying
Can,
it's
can
not.
we do spoilers on Civil War? Because like the villain's plan is the dumbest thing that ever works in the history of
has
time.
a great plan because it's not just blowing up city
Civil
blocks.
War is
No,
not great.
no. His idea is good. The plan is the dumbest thing in the history of time. It's so
Yeah.
convoluted and like it should not have worked, but did for no reason other than the writing.
I will say that again, in the comics, it's a much different scenario. Than
I
the
feel
one-
in the underlying theme of the writing of these movies and Civil War especially, it's not about telling a story so much as introducing reasons for new wrestlers to enter the ring.
Yo, Civil War is actually good though.
The movie is great, but the plot is like average, if not slightly below average.
There's icebergs.
There's icebergs in that?
I don't remember the icebergs.
Well,
in
they
it.
do go to Antarctica for a while.
Rob,
Rob, don't win. We need to artificially inflate the length of the video, man.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I totally forgot. Well, no, that's only the first one, right?
That's the second
No,
one,
that's the
dude.
second one.
Was that the second one?
Yeah, remember?
Oh fuck! The video's ending now. I'm gonna get shit on so hard because I have no time to explain myself. All right, fuck it.
You guys like The Longest Yard? You guys
No.
watch that movie?
I haven't seen it.
I don't really like it either.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad we can all agree.
Yeah. It's got some like if you watch it today, it's got some like really insensitive and politically incorrect jokes in it.
I mean,
Oh
that's
yeah,
fair.
that's right.
But
Yeah,
like,
you remember what I'm talking about?
No, I'm just doing Adam Sandler's voices.
I feel like we haven't asked this question. Maybe we have, and I'm just like, I don't remember. But it's a very obvious question. But like, favorite movie?
Of all time, I can't say that.
Captain America.
Hey, why do we have
Civil
to
War.
pick one?
It's not Ryan.
It's not.
I can't possibly actually choose a favorite.
I mean, that's fair.
No,
but
you
like,
can't
do
possibly travel faster than the speed of light. You just
Well-
won't choose a favorite movie.
I mean,
just pick just pick one of them. Then that's
a
more
movie I
fair
could
than
watch.
others.
I'll tell you, a movie that I could watch over and over again and never get tired of is probably Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. That's the only one I can feel like sort of okay saying it's my favorite. I do hate committing to that though, because there's so many different reasons to want to watch a movie that just picking one just seems disingenuous.
It's like the whitest sentence I've ever heard. I couldn't possibly choose a favorite movie.
I completely lacked self-awareness until you said that.
It's too hard to choose a favorite movie. Just choose a movie. Like, who cares?
guess I just
I mean,
take
it would have been wider if he also said, I like cheese and mayonnaise as well.
Oh fuck! This got way harder. I really, really, really enjoyed District 9.
I really thought you were going to say cheese and mayonnaise.
Cheese and mayonnaise. No, District 9
Whipping
was
mayonnaise?
like
Yeah.
an amazing movie.
District 9's real good.
It is good, but then Neil Blomkamp didn't really like do anything after.
I
Yo,
can't
but
believe
that... What does that matter, though?
Because like I want to know what he.
I agree. No, I do agree. I want to see the part 2 to this. I think it's actually a good sequel. or
District
potentially a good
69.
sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep looking up news on it like every year. I'll be like, are they gonna do this yet? And they're like, oh well, Neil
Blomkin.
Blomkin's
Yeah,
gonna
Neil
make
Blomkamp.
Alien
Neil
now,
Blomkin.
so he'll do it after he makes Alien. Oh, he's gonna make this movie too. He's gonna make Elysium. He'll do it after he makes Elysium.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's making Alien again. He's gonna do that.
Yeah, like that director is attached to the most fucking projects out of any goddamn director on planet Earth.
Neil Blomkin, yeah.
He just needs to make another movie.
I mean,
Is he the one that made Chappie?
yes, he is.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
I would really like the new Alien to be good, but I'm like, wait a minute. Why am I excited for this? Prometheus was, like, bad. Like,
Yeah.
I really... Well, you know, a lot of people actually like that movie. It's becoming contentious to say that it's bad, but, you know, there's two camps. I'm definitely in the... I think this is real
You're
bad
in the
camp.
Blomkamp.
I'm in the Blom camp, exactly.
I don't think it's real bad. I think it's okay.
I think it's real bad. But
I think it's alright.
then I'm like, yeah, but the new one's directed by Neil Blomkamp, who did District 9, and oh wait, like nothing else that I actually enjoyed from that point onwards.
Elysium was apparently like it wasn't
No,
bad.
Elysium sucks. Elysium is really bad.
Why do you guys call it Elysium? You're freaking me the fuck
So Elysium,
But
isn't it?
Elysium?
It's Elysium.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Elysium.
It's not
There's no
Elysium,
Z in
like
it,
like it's starring a person named Alyssa.
but it is.
I look like
I still
Shalissa.
like to see Arrival, dude.
Yeah, I
Good
want to
movie.
see that too.
That's a good
I need
movie.
to see that.
No, but Elysium is not good. It's very bad. And the reason that is the case is because it just is so fucking on the nose, man. Like it's just like, oh, we're talking about immigration. Here's how we talk about immigration. Here's a bunch of immigrants and the
What the
immigration.
fuck?
Oh,
You didn't look?
Didn't look. You guys gonna see Star Wars tomorrow?
No.
it came out yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, why is it suddenly tomorrow?
It's already
You wanna
old
see the
news,
movie?
man.
Yeah, it already came. I mean, I'm just saying, like, why are you going for tomorrow instead of? Like,
I guess
you
we
talking
can't
about
see it
art
now because
tomorrow?
it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, wait, are you talking about this video's tomorrow?
No, I'm talking about Rogue One. Came out
No,
yesterday.
it comes out on the
No.
16th, you weird man.
Movies always
Why
come
were
out
a
on
million
Fridays.
people on Twitter showing their tickets?
Yeah, hold on. Rogue One.
I could have sworn it came out yesterday.
date. I could have sworn it did too. If it didn't, yeah, came out 16th.
16th.
What were these people doing with these tickets?
Probably
That's
early
true.
movies.
I saw non-stop tweets.
It's
about
probably
people, like,
early
Yeah,
screenings.
early
Yeah,
movies.
probably early screenings. All right. Well, to answer your question, no.
But you love Star Wars, though.
No, I want to see it. But the answer to your question is I'm not watching it tomorrow.
I might see it in theaters, or I might just wait till I take an airplane.
Airplane movies come out before DVD movies,
Yeah,
right? Like,
it's usually
Yeah,
like
they got the
just
special exclusive rights.
before DVD.
I don't think I've ever watched a movie on an airplane before.
Really?
what?
I always fly Southwest. So
Oh. Yo, what's Southwest like? Is it actually like a zombie apocalypse when they open the doors? Because, like, no, I'm not
actually
saying it's
totally
a bad
fine.
airline. I'm just saying, like, it's first come, first served for seats, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but you get tiered seats. Like you get either depending on when you check in, you get like A, B, or C, and that's the order at which you board the plane. So A's, then B's, then C's. So it encourages you to check in earlier.
Okay.
And there's like you can pay a lot to get like before everybody, but nobody does that.
I'm just gonna
But
tell you
it's
guys
just-
the damn truth. JetBlue is the only way to fly.
I was really excited to fly JetBlue, and I had to cancel my flight, and it was a bummer.
Yeah, JetBlue's great.
Oh!
I like exclusively fly JetBlue if I have the opportunity to.
Yeah, well, have you guys used one of Canada's two airlines?
Air Canada,
Air Canada and WestJet.
does it fly to the east?
I mean, half the time, roughly. But probably like a quarter of the time, actually. But yeah,
I mean, really, when you think about it,
okay.
the east is just the west from the east's perspective.
I had that problem in elementary school.
But it
I always
actually
would say,
isn't.
wait, is this the east or the west? Whose perspective are we looking from?
What are
And then the
you-
teacher would get mad and be like, it's just the east.
That's like the whole point of East and West is that they're non-relative.
What?
I apparently found a way to not understand that.
Well, no, we live on an oblate spheroid.
Okay.
Oh,
If
but
you are in China, New
Right.
York is both west and east of China.
Sure.
at the time
it's
we were
farther-
learning it, it was an
it's farther
immutable
west.
fact that we were talking about east. We weren't meant to think about the reasons we were doing things. We were just meant to unquestioningly repeat them, you know?
It's not about like conformity. It's about like, hey, where are you? Let's meet up for lunch. You say, I'm to the east of you, and then this provides a framework for us to meet at the Shake and Shake. They, don't,
Shake and
they
Shake.
ran out of
Shake and
steaks. Okay?
Well, we were always talking about maps when this came up, and when we were talking about the East Coast, I'd be like, so from whose perspective is the East Coast?
The
And
East Coast
that's when
borders
they would get mad at
the
me.
Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, I
All
know.
right, I'm with you for the most part, but however, I will say the East Coast is the coast that is on the east.
I know.
From whose
and
perspective?
Look, I'm not
is-
saying I was right. I'm just saying I had trouble with it. The east side of the country could be the west if you're looking at it from a different perspective.
How so?
It could
No,
be the
it
south
can't.
if you're looking
Well,
It's
around.
like,
that-
so if I told you, like, I'm going to the North Pole, you would be like, which way are you facing?
If you're on the South Pole, it would be. Oh, it's still the North Pole.
It's everywhere. North is every direction. when
North
you're on
is
the
always
south.
north, yes.
Like, if you were lost in the forest and one person had a compass, and he said, follow my north, you would be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, actually, it would. That's like when we spawned
Wait,
in
I gotta-
H1Z1.
How is the East Coast ever the West Coast? 'Cause that I can't follow.
If you're upside down,
It can be the East Coast can be to your west
Right.
if you're in the
Something
water.
like loose in my
Wait.
brain
oh yes,
is the answer to that question.
okay, yeah.
Somebody on Reddit said I'm an idiot, and I was like, you know what? You're right. Because of reasons like this.
Actually, when I was a kid, I had to do the you know the left right thing.
Yeah, where you
'Cause I
hold
would
your
always
hands.
forget left and right. Yeah, where you hold your left hand up and it makes an L
Yeah.
in the shape of an on your forehead.
Yeah, exactly.
The shape of a...
I mean, we all did dumb stuff. I asked my fair square. My fair square.
My fair square
in the
40
episode.
years ago.
All right, well, thanks
it-
for watching Ultimate Chicken Horse. You can click the like button if you enjoyed it. That'll be on the southeast portion of the video player, depending on which way you're facing. And we'll
I grew up. I know which side is which now.
You could go check out multiple perspectives. We'll see you tomorrow with another one.